Hey mamas, we're still talking about breastfeeding today. I will tell you I get some questions sometimes about what to avoid when you're breastfeeding, and of course you can find some of this stuff on Google, what to avoid, not to smoke, not to do drugs or not to do alcohol, but there's some other sneaky things that you might not know to avoid when you're breastfeeding, and some of that involves what goes on your skin. I'm someone that doesn't put anything on my skin that's not organic. Even my lotions are always organic because your skin is the largest organ of your body. Everything you put on your skin actually seeps into your bloodstream, and whatever's in your bloodstream ends up in your breast milk. So think about the things that you're using on your skin, whether that's lotions, detergents, self-tanners even. They can seep into your bloodstream and then they go into the breast milk and can hurt your baby. And it might not be right away, but there is kind of a cumulative effect of some of those toxins and parabens and sulfates that are in those products and detergents and deodorants, and they do in fact pollute your breast milk. So that's something to think about. Also think about the types of fish that you're eating. It's really great to eat fish when you're breastfeeding because of the omega-3s and omega-12s and 6s and fatty acids and proteins and things like that. But make sure that you're still eating the low mercury fish that you were eating when you were pregnant, so that mercury level is not getting into your breast milk. Another thing to think about that will probably shock all of you is aluminum. If you're cooking with tin foil, a little bit of the aluminum can get into your food and then into your breast milk and then into your baby. And aluminum is incredibly toxic, especially to a young baby. As an adult, you're thinking, yeah, but I eat tinfoil, all the time, or I cook with tinfoil all the time and it's never affected me. But think about this, okay? Your baby's metabolism is working at a really rapid rate. They don't have the filtration systems as strong as ours to expel those things from the body. They're actually holding on to everything. So if you're giving them little doses of parabens, sulfates, carcinogens, other toxins and aluminums and things like that, they're actually holding on to all of those things because they're not filtering them out, they're storing them in their fat. And then over time, there's a cumulative effect that kind of builds up and becomes toxic. And that's when we see problems with eyesight, immune disorders, neurological disorders, endocrine disruptions, things like that. It's not always tied back to it, but there is a direct correlation, and we see that later on in life. So it's better just to avoid those things altogether. Think about everything that goes on top of your body or into your body. Everything that you breathe in around you actually does go into your breast milk. So be just as careful with what you eat and drink and do while you're breastfeeding as you were when you were pregnant. Please subscribe to me on Whole Heart. Follow me on joinwholeheart.com.